Now time for some of the other works Hirohiko Araki has created. Firstly, Baoh. Now this is not his first work, but it is his first work to get a running series, though it did only last 2 volumes and 1 OVA. What can I say about Baoh? Well, firstly, it's really 80s. By that I mean it's a product of the 80s. Evil organizations, over the top and multiple powers, evil minions, mad scientists, blood and gore, and lots of exposition. But it's not a bad thing, it's kind of cheesy, but I love it for that. So now let's look at the manga. The story revolves around a boy named Ikuru, who has been experimented on by the evil organization Dorez, who of course want to rule the world by their new biological weapon called Baoh. But a young girl named Sumuri interrupted the transportation of Ikuru, and he woke up and both of them escaped. From that point it just goes from weakest minion to strongest trying to capture him, but each time awakens his power and he kills them with a new power that he happens to pull out of his hat. The climax happens when you have to rescue Sumi from Dorez headquarters, going through elaborate traps and fighting their strongest warrior Walken, who happens to be the world's most powerful psychic. But after a dramatic fight, it has the 80s ending of defeating evil, happy ending, and end panel for a possible sequel. Firstly, the artwork is nothing like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is when Hirohiko was trying to find his true art style, but still the art style of Baoh is still 80s, and I know I said it a lot, but if you compare it to a lot of stuff at the time, you can see what I mean. The story itself is cheesy but enjoyable, but in one point you can see the bug of Hirohiko's way of explaining something impossible, but almost makes you think it is possible. It is interesting read, but you cannot compare it to JoJo. Our lead character is Ikuru, who just is a typical school kid, whose family dies and he gets experimented on, and is the first human test subject for Baoh. But what is Baoh? Well, it's pretty much a parasite that goes into your head, and when you're in danger gives you crazy powers, which are superhuman strength, agility, speed, healing factor, corrosive skin that melts flesh and metal, armor to block bullets, arm blades, hair needles that burst into flames, and discharging powerful lightning from your body. But Baoh does have weaknesses, such as bullet to the head and burning the body can kill Baoh, which is hard to do since he's bulletproof. Oh yeah, also if the host doesn't use Baoh in about 110 days, Baoh will leave the host and kill him. And finally you can incapacitate him if you submerge him in salt water. Well, not much else to say about Baoh or Kiru for that matter, just that these are pretty much of the shonen hero type. Sumire is a girl with psychic powers, but never fully explain what she can actually do. At one point she psychically gets the password for electronic security system, and sees the future or current events through her drawings. She really is just a tag-along character, nothing else interesting about her. If you can't find the manga, which you can find on eBay, but if you can't wait, I say go watch Baoh OVA on YouTube, because it is awesome. It's totally 80s, with exposition of everything, even saying things that happen on screen.
It's Baoh! Baoh has a laser cannon!
But even if he has a laser cannon, he would need a great deal of electricity.
There is! That source of power is contained within Baoh!
It has over-the-top gore, and the dubbing is so bad it's good, and I love it for that. Not much to say. It's something you have to check out for yourself. It is not JoJo, but you can see a glimpse of it in there. And for that, I say go read it. So next time on the other works of Hirohiko Araki, Gorgeous Irene. Oh, another little fun fact about Baoh. Yes, remember when I mentioned about these Baoh comics that came out? They are pretty well translated, but particularly on the first issue, if you go to the back, it's got a little thing about Hirohiko Araki. And well, if you look at his little bit of text here, you can see it does say Devil Boy BT, misspelled, but also more importantly, The Strange Adventures of JoJo. Yep, Viz Media just got Hirohiko Araki's most famous manga wrong. You fail, Viz.